7. For some people, it is just a number. For others, it symbolizes perfection, luck, or unforgettable memories. But for the people of Ogun State, 7 years tells a bigger story. It tells the story of a governor who came into office with a promise and rolled up his sleeves to get to work. A story of transformation you can see, touch, and experience from one community to another. A story of how Prince Abiodun turned Ogun from a state with huge potential into one of Nigeria's fastest rising economic powerhouses.
I sincerely appreciate the opportunity that we have today to celebrate the remarkable vision of a governor. In less than 7 years, you, Governor Abiodun, you've demonstrated commitment, vision, and patriotism to grow Nigeria.
This is about visible results written boldly on roads, airports, hospitals, schools, industries, and in the daily lives of the good people of Ogun State. In the last 7 years, Governor Abiodun has steadily moved Ogun State from the sidelines to the center stage of national development. Anchored on his Ishaya agenda, his administration has changed the face of governance in Ogun State. And like they say, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Let us begin with infrastructure, which is the backbone of every modern economy. Before now, many roads across Ogun State were death traps and nightmares for motorists. But today, the story has changed dramatically. From Ogun Central to Ogun East and Ogun West, Governor Abiodun has left his footprints on the sands of development with over 1,600 kilometers of roads constructed and rehabilitated across the 20 local government areas of the state. In Ogun Central alone, projects like the Abeokuta-Shagamu Expressway, Siun-Owode Road, Mowe-Ofada Road, Akute-Lambe Road, and several others have opened up communities, boosted businesses, and reduced travel time.
The governor asked, we want to come every day to commission one project or the other. There is no time I pass by the road between interchange and Okemoson that I don't pray for the government, because we know what used to be on that road. There is no time I pass by that interchange road that I don't pray for the government. And now we have seen what he has done in Abeokuta everywhere.
Your Excellency, you are leaving legacies across the entire Ogun State, from the cargo airport to the flag off we did recently. So at Itori, you are presently working wonders in our dear state. And we would like to say a very big thank you to you, sir.
In Ogun East, roads such as Shagamu-Ayekpe Road, Ijebu-Ode Expressway, Ilishan-Agoiwoye Road, Molikpa-Feshogboye or Joffa Road have become symbols of progress and economic revival.
Up to now, we don't have commercial, what we call taxi transportation in Ijebu-Ode. Because before you came, all those people who are operating taxi, they were forced because of bad roads to sell their cabs and be operating Okada motorcycle. We want to thank you, Your Excellency, for all you have done for this town, because we believe that very soon in Ijebu-Ode we'll be able to have cabs, taxi in Ijebu-Ode.
Your Excellency, sir, posterity will be very kind to you. There are a lot of things that we read in the newspapers, and I just wonder, is it not the same governor? So, because we go for all this commissioning, and I just wonder, where are these people talking from? Are they deaf? Are they blind? We see what you are doing, and we are very, very proud of you. Successive generations to come will look at that gateway airport and will speak well of you.
And in Ogun West, the story is no different. From Agbara-Aton Lusada Road to Imashayi-Okoto Road and the Afon Township Road, Governor Abiodun has continued to bridge the gap between urban and rural communities. Indeed, he did not just promise roads, he has delivered cleared paths to Ogun State's prosperity.
I remember when we were celebrating the 40th anniversary 10 years ago, during the regime of the last government. I went through the document of the legacy of 40 years of creation of Ogun State, and I told them then that Yewaland and Ogun West had nothing, absolutely nothing to show in the documentation, reading out the achievements of even the past governments as far as Ogun State is concerned. But I want to assure Your Excellency, if by what has happened in the last 7 years, almost 7 years, is all that we'll be looking at, I want to assure you that the next documentation that will be compiled will definitely shake the narrative of what we had in the last document that was presented to us during the 48th anniversary.
You have done very well. We thank you very much for what you have done. It is fair. It is not in any way taken away from the fact that you have done very well for us.
But Governor Abiodun is not stopping at roads alone. He understands that a modern economy cannot run on one leg. That is why his administration introduced a multi-modal transportation system designed to position Ogun as the gateway to local and global commerce. And standing proudly as the crown jewel of that vision is the Gateway International Airport. What many critics once dismissed as impossible is now a reality. Started in 2021, the airport has rapidly evolved into one of Nigeria's fastest completed aviation projects. Today, commercial flights operate from there. Cargo operations have commenced. Hajj flights have taken off, and soon, international operations will begin. This is beyond just constructing an airport. It is the foundation of an Erythropolis, an airport city designed to drive trade, tourism, investment, and industrial expansion.
The Gateway International Airport stands as a defining legacy of this administration, built from ground zero, now fully operational with commercial flights connecting Ogun State to Abuja. It features an almost 4-kilometer runway, capable of handling the largest aircraft, a state-of-the-art control tower, advanced aviation systems, and cargo handling and storage facilities. More importantly, it also collocates with our customs base, and it has become what we call our Erythropolis.
Governor Abiodun is also ensuring that Ogun State does not remain at the mercy of unstable power supply. Through the Ogun Light Up project, The administration is powering a new economic future. Today, Ogun State boasts of a 34.7 megawatt power plant and a 4 megawatt gas-powered facility aimed at guaranteeing a stable electricity supply in Abeokuta. And this is only the beginning. The train has already left the station, with plans to replicate similar power projects across major cities in the state.
Right now, we have a lot of comparative and obvious advantage. But there's one object we have in sight. Another competitive advantage over any other state. And that is the second theory that comes to the state. Where one, you would guarantee the 24 hours power supply. Two, where that power supply will be cheaper to accurate.
Governor Abiodun understands that the true wealth of any society lies in its people. When he assumed office, Ogun State's healthcare sector was gasping for breath. Hospitals were struggling, infrastructure was weak, and many residents had lost confidence in the system. But today, the story has changed. Primary healthcare centers across the state have been revitalized and equipped with solar power facilities. State hospitals have received massive upgrades, and then comes the biggest of them all, the Ogun State Center for Medical Excellence. Affiliated with King's College London, this world-class facility is positioning Ogun State as a destination for medical tourism and advanced healthcare delivery.
In the healthcare area, we have completed over 140 primary healthcare centers, and we have now completed the 200-bed Gateway Medical Center of Excellence, which will be affiliated to the new Abuja Medical Center of Excellence. This will now offer medical services, reducing the need for medical travel and reposition Ogun State as a medical tourism destination.
Water, they say, is life, and Governor Abiodun understands this perfectly. That is why his administration revived the State Water Corporation and introduced reforms aimed at ensuring access to clean and potable water for residents. Today, access to water is becoming more efficient and digitized through modern metering systems.
Beyond governance, we're also focused on expanding access. Our ongoing investments in water infrastructure, digital monitoring systems, and service delivery reforms are aimed at ensuring that every citizen of Ogun State has access to safe, reliable, and affordable water.
Housing is another sector where this administration has broken new ground. For years, affordable housing remained a dream for many families, but Governor Abiodun changed the narrative. Today, over 7,000 affordable homes have either been completed or are under construction across Ogun State. From affordable estates to emerging smart cities, the administration is not just building houses, it is building communities and creating economic opportunities.
We have, amongst others, the Muhammad Buhari estate with over 100 units of semi and fully detached housing units. And we have built, Mr. President, over 7,000 affordable homes, creating quality homes for our citizens and a lot of jobs.
Transportation in Ogun State is also entering a new era. The state is pioneering eco-friendly transportation with compressed natural gas buses and electric bikes now becoming part of daily life. It is a bold step towards cleaner energy, lower transportation costs, and a greener future.
Because of our forward approach in energy transition, supporting environmental sustainability, urban transportation, whilst mitigating the shocks occasioned by the sudden increase in fuel prices which we are currently witnessing.
These images tell a powerful story, a story of where Ogun State's education sector once stood and how far it has come. Today, schools across Ogun State are wearing a new look. Modern classrooms, improved learning facilities, digital innovations, and better teacher-student engagement have transformed the sector. With initiatives like Ogun Learn and the Deeper platform, education in Ogun is becoming smarter, faster, and more technology-driven. The revitalization of technical colleges has also turned Ogun State into a reference point for vocational and technical education in Nigeria. Other states are now coming to study the Ogun model.
Ogun State continues to lead the education sector in Nigeria, not by rhetoric, but by measurable action. We are today the only state in the Federation that operates a skills qualification awarding body. The only state. We are also an accredited Certiport Training Center, which is a center that enables our learners to earn globally recognized digital and professional certification.
Governor Abiodun is equally investing heavily in the youths. His approach is such that he does not just want to create jobs for job seekers, but also build job creators. That vision birthed initiatives like the Ogun Tech Hub and the Ogun Job Center. Through these centers, thousands of young people are gaining practical skills, digital exposure, and opportunities to become innovators and entrepreneurs. What this means is that Governor Abiodun is not just preparing youths for today, he's preparing them for tomorrow's economy.
Job creation initiatives aim not merely at reducing unemployment, but at building a skilled, confident, and competitive workforce for the demands of the 21st century. We established and revitalized several technical and vocational education training centers across Ogun State, turning them into vibrant hubs of practical learning and entrepreneurial innovation. Among our proud milestones is the TVET Scholarship Program for 1,000 girls, launched last year with the support of the World Bank. A shining example of inclusiveness and opportunity for all, regardless of gender.
Sports is another sector experiencing a remarkable turnaround. What was once seen merely as recreation is now becoming a strong economic driver, from upgraded sporting facilities to hosting prestigious competitions like the National Sports Festival, CAF competitions, and International Athletics Championships. Ogun State is steadily becoming Nigeria's sports destination.
We hosted the National Sports Festival sometime in May, and if you go on YouTube, you'll see what it looked. It was a celebration of a rich, tapestry of culture and tradition. It was a festival like no other. It was beyond sports. We created what we call a sports economy. People came here. We had over 12,000 people here. They came here, they shopped, they played, they danced, they performed in the sporting activities, and it was an experience. The opening ceremony was world class. It was themed drums. We had drum-like massive drums on the stadium. We had people beating. We had callistography. We had choreography. It was amazing, and so also was the closing ceremony.
Tourism and culture are also enjoying a rebirth in Ogun State. Festivals like the Ojude Oba, Lishabi Day, and Orono Day are now attracting global attention and boosting local businesses. Olumorok has been transformed into a major tourism hub through rehabilitation and private sector partnership, and Adire, Ogun State's cultural fabric, is now gaining international recognition thanks to deliberate government support.
The restored Olumo that has become the probably number 1 or number 2 tourist site in Nigeria. If you Google tourist sites in Nigeria, Olumo Rock will probably be the first to appear when you Google. Olumo Rock, when I assumed office, was generating probably about 3-4 million naira annually. 3-4 million naira annually was the revenue generated by Olumo when I became governor. When I shut it down and I did the refurbishment of Olumo began to generate about 10 million a week. That's about 40 million a month compared to 3 million a year.
In agriculture, Ogun State is not merely reclaiming its glory days, it is setting new records. Through the Special Agro-Processing Zone and Farmer Support Programs, the state is becoming a major player in Nigeria's food security drive. Farmers now receive support through land clearing, inputs training, funding, and market access. The result is such that Ogun State is emerging as one of Nigeria's biggest producers of rice, cassava, and fish.
To ensure that our farmers have access to modern and functional infrastructure that significantly boosts productivity. In addition, we have deployed a wide range of contemporary agri equipment, including tractors, cassava planters, uprooters, tipping trailers, and grain planters to advance large-scale mechanized farming. These interventions are enhancing efficiency, increasing yields, and strengthening food security, while strategically positioning Ogun State's agri sector for sustainable growth and expanded economic impact.
Today, hope is alive again in Ogun State because Governor Abiodun came at a time when many residents were almost losing faith. But 7 years later, Ogun people now look to the future with confidence.
To the best of my knowledge, he has done well. First of all, I admire him for the fact that he did not abandon projects. Any governor that comes and cannot do continuity is a useless governor. He hasn't done that, so I credit him for that.
But the job is not yet over, and Governor Abiodun is still on the move, constructing roads, building schools, improving healthcare, attracting investments, and laying stronger foundations for generations yet unborn. Indeed, he remains a true reflection of Ogun State's enduring mantra, Omo Ogun, Ishe Ya.